Hi, I'm Mariah. You know those blended family sitcoms where everyone gets along after a few heartwarming episodes? Yeah, that wasn't us. My stepfather, Walter, married my mom when I was 20, already pregnant with my daughter, Lily. Now, Lily's 17, and Walter's son, Travis, my stepbrother, who's 22, is suddenly way too interested in her. So I was thinking, Travis said, leaning against my kitchen counter one Sunday afternoon during our monthly family lunch. Lily needs a date for prom, right? And I remember my prom was pretty awesome. I glanced at Lily, who was staring intensely at her phone, her discomfort obvious in her hunched shoulders. Travis, she's got classmates for that, I said, keeping my voice casual while slicing cucumbers for the salad. Travis ran his hand through his gelled hair. But most high school guys are immature idiots. I'd make sure she had a good time, take her somewhere nice for dinner first. My mother, Clara, chimed in from the dining room. That's so thoughtful, Travis. Isn't that thoughtful, Mariah? Mom, he's 22. Lily's 17. That's inappropriate. Walter's voice boomed from behind me. Inappropriate? He's being a gentleman. You act like he's some predator instead of family. I set the knife down carefully. Family is exactly why it's weird, Walter. Lily finally spoke up, her voice quiet. I actually already told Ethan I'd go with him. Who's Ethan? Walter demanded, his thick eyebrows furrowing. A friend from chemistry class, Lily replied, still not looking up. Travis scoffed. Chemistry class? So there's chemistry, huh? Travis, I warned. What? I'm just asking, Travis said with a smirk. This Ethan guy. What do you even know about him? Does he have a car, a job, anything? Lily's cheeks flushed. He's the debate team captain and he volunteers at the animal shelter. Sounds like a real catch, Travis said, rolling his eyes. Bet he's never even taken a girl somewhere nice. Walter nodded. Travis has connections at that new steakhouse downtown. What's it called? Embers, Travis replied proudly. The owner and I go way back. My best friend Vanessa, who'd been silent during this exchange, suddenly stood up. Hey, Lily, would you show me those photos from your debate tournament? The ones you mentioned earlier? Sure, Lily said, relief washing over her face as they escaped to her bedroom. Walter stepped closer, lowering his voice. Mariah, you're embarrassing Travis in front of everyone. He's being kind. Kind would be respecting that she's a minor and his stepniece. Walter's face reddened. Step-family isn't real family. You know that. They're not related. That's not the point, and you know it. Travis smirked. Look, I get it. You think I'm not good enough for your precious daughter. This isn't about you, Travis. It's about appropriate boundaries. Boundaries? Walter's voice rose sharply. You want to talk boundaries? You've been hostile to Travis since the day your mother and I got married. You never accepted him. My mother appeared beside Walter, placing a hand on his arm. Everyone calm down. We're family. Exactly why this prom idea is inappropriate, I replied firmly. You always do this, Walter continued, ignoring my mother's attempt to mediate. Always find some way to make Travis feel unwelcome. He was just trying to do something nice. Taking his stepniece to prom isn't nice, Walter. It's creepy. Creepy? Travis interjected. You think I'm creepy now? I think your interest in my teenage daughter is inappropriate. Later, after everyone had gone, Vanessa stayed behind to help clean up. That was intense, she said, loading the dishwasher. Has Travis shown interest in Lily before? I shut the refrigerator with more force than necessary. He's always finding excuses to text her, offering rides home from school. Last week he showed up at her track practice. And Walter encourages it? Walter thinks the sun rises and sets on Travis. He can do no wrong. Have you talked to Lily about how she feels? She's uncomfortable but doesn't want to cause family drama. What did she say exactly? Vanessa pressed. I paused, remembering. She said Travis makes her feel weird when he stares at her, that he texts her late at night asking what she's wearing to bed. She deleted the messages because she was embarrassed. Mariah, that's seriously concerning. I know. I told her to start keeping records, screenshots, everything. Vanessa dried her hands, her expression serious. Mariah, what happened after I took Lily to her room? You look shaken. I leaned against the counter, my voice dropping. Walter cornered me in the hallway. Said if I keep poisoning Lily against Travis, he'll make sure my mother cuts me out of her will. Said I've been riding on their generosity since I was a knocked-up teenager, and that I owe them. What? That's horrible. What are you going to do? Protect my daughter. Whatever it takes. The next morning, I called my cousin Rachel, who distanced herself from family gatherings after an argument with Walter 2 years ago. Rachel? It's Mariah. I need to ask you something. Mariah, it's been ages. What's up? I paced my kitchen, phone pressed to my ear. Do you remember why you stopped coming to family events? A long pause followed. Why are you asking about this now? It's about Walter and Travis. Something happened yesterday. Rachel's voice hardened. Walter accused me of leading Travis on when I refused to go out with him. I was 27 for God's sake, and Travis had just turned 20. My stomach dropped. He tried to date you too? Too? Mariah, what's going on? I explained the prom situation, my voice shaking slightly. That's disturbing, Rachel said, and unfortunately not surprising. Walter always encouraged Travis to pursue older women, saying it showed he had sophistication. Apparently that now extends to younger girls too. Did anything else happen with Travis that I should know about? Rachel sighed heavily. He wouldn't take no for an answer, kept showing up at my workplace with flowers. My boss eventually had to ask him to leave. Did you tell my mom? I tried. She said Travis was just being persistent, that I should be flattered. Do you think my mom knows about this pattern? Aunt Clara? She's in complete denial about anything negative involving Walter or Travis. Always has been. After hanging up, I called Walter's ex-wife, Patricia, someone my mother had forbidden me to contact years ago. Patricia? This is Mariah, Clara's daughter. Mariah? Her surprise was evident. Is everything okay? I need to ask you something about Travis, about how Walter parented him. Patricia's laugh was bitter. Parented? Walter never parented. He encouraged Travis to do whatever he wanted. Consequences be damned. Were there issues with how Travis related to girls or women? A heavy silence fell. Why are you asking this? He's showing inappropriate interest in my 17-year-old daughter. Patricia's voice became urgent. Listen to me carefully. When Travis was 16, he kept pursuing his 20-year-old tutor. When she complained, Walter defended him, saying she was sending mixed signals. He fired her and then told Travis that women play hard to get. Walter believes his son deserves whatever he wants. Did anything else happen that I should know about? There was an incident at Travis's high school. A girl filed a complaint about him following her between classes, sending unwanted notes. Walter made a substantial donation to the school's athletic department, and suddenly the complaint disappeared. What should I do? Document everything, and keep your daughter away from both of them. I'd barely hung up when my phone buzzed with a text from Lily. Mom, Travis is at school trying to find me. Dean's office called me in. My heart raced as I grabbed my keys. Halfway to the school, my phone rang. Walter. What the hell do you think you're doing? He barked without greeting. What are you talking about? The school called Travis a potential threat. They humiliated him. Walter, he showed up uninvited at a high school looking for a minor student. What did you expect? He's family. This is ridiculous. You've gone too far, Mariah. No, Walter. You and Travis have gone too far. Stay away from my daughter. You ungrateful? I hung up as I pulled into the school parking lot. Inside the dean's office, I found Lily sitting stiffly in a chair while Dean Morales spoke with a security officer. Mrs. Reynolds, Dean Morales said. Thank you for coming so quickly. What happened exactly? A young man came asking for Lily, became agitated when we wouldn't release her without authorization. He claimed to be her uncle. Lily shook her head. He's not my uncle. He's my stepmom's brother. He's my stepfather's son, I clarified. And he has no permission to contact Lily at school. The security officer, Officer Jenkins, stepped forward. We've documented the incident and escorted him off campus with a warning. Did he say why he was here? I asked. Dean Morales glanced at her notes. He said he needed to give her something important. When pressed, he mentioned prom tickets he'd already purchased. Lily's eyes widened. What? I never agreed to go with him. He seemed to think otherwise, Officer Jenkins said. He became quite insistent that you two had plans. That's a lie, Lily said, her voice trembling. I told him no, multiple times. I want to file for a restraining order, I said firmly. This isn't the first incident. 3 days later, I sat in my living room with my mother, Walter storming back and forth across the carpet while Travis slouched in an armchair. A restraining order? Walter's face was purple with rage. Have you lost your mind? I've documented 8 separate incidents where Travis has made inappropriate contact with Lily, I said, my folder of evidence on the coffee table between us. The school incident was the final straw. My mother wrung her hands. Mariah, this is going too far. We're family. Family doesn't stalk a teenage girl, Mom. Travis leaned forward, all charm now. Look, this is just a huge misunderstanding. I care about Lily. Which is why you showed up at her school unauthorized? I interrupted. Which is why you've been texting her after I explicitly asked you to stop. Those texts were innocent, he protested. I pulled out my phone. Really? You're so much more mature than other girls your age. We should hang out alone sometime. Get to know each other better. That outfit looks hot on you. To a 17-year-old? My mother gasped. Travis, you didn't. They're taken out of context, Travis insisted, but his confidence was wavering. What possible context makes these appropriate? I demanded. We were just talking. She was asking for fashion advice. Fashion advice? From you? I know people. I know what looks good. Walter stepped between us. Even if he was overly friendly, a restraining order is extreme. You're trying to destroy this family. I'm protecting my daughter. From what? He hasn't done anything wrong. Hasn't he? Just like he didn't do anything wrong with Rachel? Or with his tutor when he was 16? Walter's face went slack. How do you... I've been doing my research, Walter. You've enabled this behavior for years. You've been talking to Patricia? My mother's voice was faint. I told you never to contact her. Maybe if you'd listened to her warnings, we wouldn't be here now. Travis stood suddenly. This is bull. You've always hated me. You're just a jealous, bitter... Careful, I warned. Everything you say right now is being recorded. Walter lunged forward. You can't record us without consent. In this state, I only need one party's consent. Mine. Walter's hand shot out, slapping the phone from my grip. It clattered against the wall. Walter! My mother screamed. Officer Jenkins, who had been waiting in the kitchen at my request, stepped into the room. That's assault, sir. Step back. Walter froze. Who the hell are you? This is Officer Jenkins, I explained calmly. Given your threats, I asked him to be present for this conversation. Threats? What threats? The ones about cutting me out of Mom's will? About making me pay for not letting Travis date my underage daughter? Those threats. Walter's face contorted. You lying... He lunged toward me. Officer Jenkins stepped between us, but Walter's momentum carried him forward. As Walter's hands made contact with the officer's chest, pushing him backward, Travis jumped up. Dad, stop! Travis shouted, but it was too late. Walter Gaines, you're under arrest for assaulting an officer, Jenkins stated, quickly restraining him. My mother collapsed into a chair, sobbing. Mariah, how could you do this? I didn't do this, Mom. Walter did. Travis stood frozen, watching his father being handcuffed. This is insane. You set him up. No, Travis. I protected myself and my daughter. Something you two never respected. You'll regret this, Travis hissed. Nobody humiliates my dad and gets away with it. Officer Jenkins glanced over his shoulder. Is that a threat, son? Travis fell silent, his glare still fixed on me. The courtroom was quiet as Judge Harmon delivered her ruling. This court grants the restraining order against Travis Gaines, prohibiting contact with Lily Reynolds or presence within 500 feet of her home, school, or activities for a period of 2 years. I squeezed Lily's hand as the judge continued. Regarding Walter Gaines, the court sentences you to 6 months probation for assaulting an officer, with mandatory anger management classes. After the hearing, we stood in the courthouse hallway when my mother approached, looking years older. "Mariah, can we talk?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Of course, Mom." She glanced at Lily. "Alone?" Vanessa put her arm around Lily's shoulders. "We'll wait by the car." Once they walked away, my mother's composure cracked. "I had no idea, Mariah, about Travis's behavior, about any of it." "You didn't want to know, Mom. There were signs. Walter swore Travis was just being friendly, that you were overreacting." She twisted her wedding ring. "But those texts. I never thought. Walter's been enabling Travis for years. Patricia tried to warn you." "I know, She looked down. "I didn't want to believe I'd made another mistake. After your father left. This isn't about you, Mom. It's about protecting Lily." She nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I've filed for separation. I'm staying with Aunt Susan for now. That's probably for the best. Walter wants to talk to you. He says he's sorry, that he overreacted." I shook my head firmly. "No, there's nothing to discuss. He's still family, Mariah. People make mistakes." "This wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern of behavior that put my daughter at risk. I won't expose her to that again. But forgiveness is something I'm not ready for and may never be. My priority is Lily's safety and well-being. He says he'll get help, that therapy is going well. Good for him, but that doesn't change what happened. Lily is his step-granddaughter. He misses her. He should have thought about that before defending Travis's inappropriate behavior." My mother wiped at her tears. "And what about me? Am I losing you both?" I softened slightly. "No, Mom. You're always welcome in our lives, but Walter and Travis are not." 2 months later, Lily and I sat with Vanessa and Rachel on our back patio, enjoying the summer evening. "So, Lily," Rachel said, "how was prom with Ethan?" Lily smiled. "It was nice, normal, which was exactly what I needed." "You two still dating?" Vanessa asked. "Just friends, but good friends." Lily shrugged. "After everything with Travis, I'm taking a break from dating for a while." "Smart girl," Rachel nodded approvingly. "Have you heard anything from Travis or Walter?" Vanessa asked me quietly. "Walter sent a letter through his attorney. Another apology, another plea to reconsider the restraining order against Travis." "And?" Rachel prompted. "And nothing. The restraining order stands. Some lines can't be uncrossed." "How's your mom doing?" Rachel asked. "Better. She's in therapy now too, starting to recognize some patterns in her relationships." Lily looked up from her phone. "Mom, thanks for standing up for me. Always, honey, no matter what." Rachel raised her glass. "To boundaries, and the strength to enforce them." As we clinked glasses, I felt a weight lifting. The family I was born into might have fractured, but the family I'd chosen, and the daughter I'd raised, were solid. We'd get through this together. Have you ever had to choose between family loyalty and protecting someone you love? What would you have done in Mariah's situation? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more family drama and revenge tales.